Oh, what the hell's going on with the market? Why is everyone panicking? Should we panic? We're not liking it. The market deserves a slap. Yes, it does. Okay, this is what the S&P 500 has been doing. You can see that nice little uptrend since, what, around April time of 2020 are the lovely days of COVID and lockdown, hey? When the market was just making very rich people even richer. Why has it fallen off? Well, to some extent, it hasn't. You could argue it's even still going in the same broad direction. And also, you might say, Alpesh, no, look, nobody's shot the market. It's fallen before and it's revived. It's fallen before and it's revived. We're all panicking too much. This time's different, though, you might say. For those who are technically minded and know about these things, that move down where the momentum indicator shows it's making lower highs whilst the market's making higher highs, it's happened before, but this time it seems longer and deeper and a bit more serious, doesn't it? Suggests we're likely to break below that. And, well, what is going on? Who's making money, who isn't? So let's look at the S&P 500 and break that down, not just look at the chart, but actually what's making those moves. And if you see who's risen in the last 2 weeks, sort of ignore Activision Blizzard because of the Microsoft takeover. If you look at who's risen or which companies have risen, you can see them there, and which ones have fallen. What do the risers have in common? What do the fallers have in common? I would suggest to you that the thing which is critical and really sort of struck out to me is, as a general rule, the fallers have got higher valuations. Their price to earnings multiple is higher as a general rule. And the market has rotated out of those overvalued companies. It's not rotated out of them because they're high growth, which is what some people have said, because as you can see, over 6 months they're down, obviously not helped by the fact that they're down significantly over 2 weeks. So it's not the fact that they're high growth, it's the fact that they're overvalued. Whereas the ones which have done the best, and it's not the only factor as to why they've done the best, and you wouldn't just pick them just because of this, you'd still want to look at other things beyond valuation, is because their price earnings multiples have been lower. They're relatively undervalued. And it's not that they're undervalued and their share price has been rubbish. No, because over the past 6 months, you can see they've been doing rather well. In any event, they've been doing well in the market over the last 6 months. So it's that they have got undervaluation despite good, strong share price performance, and they remain relatively undervalued, and the money is shifting more into those. What does that actually mean for somebody like me, who isn't just going to pick things based on how they've done in the last 2 weeks and their price earnings ratio, because those two factors alone are not enough to give me comfort for my pension and my son's inheritance. What I'm going to look at, as well as those two factors, is the valuation of the companies. Yes, as you can see there, revenue growth, cash flow generation, consistency of outperformance, and yes, make sure they're up over the last 6 months. I do that anyway. So that should avoid me getting any of these ones, unless I happen to have held them from 12 months ago and suddenly the market's obviously changed its mind. And I'm trying to think if I own any of these from 12 months ago, and I don't. There's some legendary fund managers in the UK, as one in particular Cadence I do, and I still got it, but then again I'm still up over the last 6 months 11%, and over 12 months significantly more, so that's the only one. But I'm more likely to pick, not from necessarily this list, I'm not going to just pick from a narrow gene pool, and that's important, of just ones which have been up over the last 2 weeks. I'm going to pick from a list of 10,000, but have a look at earnings as well significantly. So hopefully all of that helped you. I hope you also like the new sound effect toy that I've got. I know, I'm hilarious, aren't I? Thank you all very much. If you want to learn more and follow me on my Telegram channel, which is free, go to campaignforamillion.com, and you'll learn a lot more from there. Thank you.